How many more goals does Benjamin Šeško have to score before we start taking him seriously?
It's Šeško! He's done it from the bench again!
8 goals already. Winning goals against Fulham and Everton. An equaliser against West Ham.
Benjamin Šeško! Absolute heartbreak for West Ham.
But yeah, let's pretend he's still not ready. If you're still doubting Šeško, you might want to start deleting some old tweets. Because right now, he's proving everybody wrong. Let's be honest. When Šeško signed, there were mixed reactions. Some people were excited, others were like, he's raw. He's inconsistent. He's not clinical enough.
And a lot of people think, you got reservations. Not reservations. I just think that, when you look at the strikers, I just think everyone still had the trepidation, the what ifs. It's a lot of money. Got 89 goals in the last 5 years. So someone who scores regularly. But can he adjust to English football? We're not sure. Will that Man United style suit him? We're not sure. So there's a lot of questions, but I do think it's, they had to go and get someone a little bit better.
Gab, let's start with you on Benjamin Šeško, because it looks like Manchester United will be the place for the Slovenian striker.
He's not coming off a particularly good season. And of course, there's a lot of questions, which I'm sure we're going to go through. How accustomed is he to leading the line on his own? And obviously, how is he going to adapt to the Premier League? And he's still very young. And
I can tell you that this is a player that in moments can be outstanding. In fact, 2 or 3 games at a time can be outstanding and then goes missing for long periods of time.
And after a few quiet games, the critics were loud. You know how it goes. One missed chance and suddenly he's a flop.
He's had a tough run of it. I had him off the pitch at half-time, never to wear a Man United shirt again. No, listen, I'll stand by what I'm saying. He's not good enough to play for Man United.
But he looked it. If he plays at that level, surely.
Yeah, no, he's turned up for one game against Burnley, who are going to get relegated.
Social media doesn't wait, but here's the thing about strikers. Confidence changes everything. And right now, Šeško looks confident. 8 goals this season already. And these aren't tap-ins, where the ball just hits him and goes in. These are strikers' finishes. Composed, clean, proper centre-forward goals.
But Benjamin Šeško has just scored an outstanding first-time finish from across on the right-hand side. But that, Scott, is an unbelievable, well-taken finish from Benjamin Šeško.
How has he done that?
Absolute heartbreak.
How has he done that? How has he put that in that corner? Oh my God! What a finish!
Him.
That is unbelievable.
From the near post.
These are not stat padding goals. These are impact goals. The kind of goals that change narratives. Now here's where it gets interesting. A lot of fans are saying Michael Carrick needs to start him, and honestly, I agree. When a striker is scoring and making an impact, you reward that. Simple.
And he's starting to look like the real deal. They've got a conundrum on their hands. I know everyone's talking about it. Should he start? Should he not? That's the real conundrum. But realistically, if you've paid out all that money in the summer to go and get those players, and the players are now showing what they're all about, and they're getting you out of situations like last night where maybe you're not playing as good as you want to play, those 3 players link up and get you out of trouble, which is exactly what you brought them in for.
There's this growing narrative that Carrick doesn't always reward good performances. Now, is that a bit reactionary? Maybe. Managers rotate. Managers manage minutes. There's context we don't always see. But from the outside looking in, Šeško has earned a start.
So, Benjamin Šeško with the winner off the bench for the 2nd successive game. So are we really beginning to see, actually, Ashley, why they paid £70 million for this man?
Well, it's a lot of money, but we are, he's coming up with some important goals, and I'm happy for him as well, because he really struggled at the start, like all the Manchester United players did, but he especially did, and now you're starting to see he's putting the finishing touch on moves like this. He's showing now that he is a good player. So I've got to admit, I didn't see much of him abroad, and when he first came, I was a little bit weren't sure myself. I couldn't see it at all. Whereas now I'm starting to see how clever he is in and around the box, movement from crosses.
And let's address the elephant in the room. The front 3 of Mbeumo, Cunha and Ahmad hasn't really been clicking in recent games. There's movement, there's flashes, but something's missing. Presence, a focal point, a proper number 9. You can have all the fluid attackers you want, but sometimes you just need a striker in the box. Someone's centre-backs actually fear. Šeško gives you that. He stretches defences. He occupies both centre-halves. He attacks crosses. He gives structure to the chaos. Without that, it can look pretty, but not productive. And while we're here, quick appreciation for Lammens against Everton. Massive performance, big saves, calm distribution, proper presence. When your keeper steps up and your striker delivers the winner, that's how you build momentum. So here's the real question. How many more goals does Šeško have to score before he becomes undroppable? 8 already. Clutch moments, big finishes. For me, he deserves a start. And if he gets a consistent run in the team, don't be surprised if that 8 turns into 15 very quickly. Benjamin Šeško isn't just finding form, he's sending a message. What do you think? Is it time Carrick makes him the main man up front? Or do we stick with the rotating front three?